Hello, welcome. Game number 5. That's right. You heard it right. Game number 5 is gonna be the game that we're gonna see. I think it's been a long time since the StarLadder Finals has actually seen a game number 5. Mostly we've seen very short games when Navi was winning, and then at some point there were some teams that took one game from them, but they were still normally in the winners bracket, so normally it was a bit less games. As well, game number 5, who's gonna go home with $8,000 and which is gonna go home with $4,000? And I mean, you want to have the number 1 title for your team. As once again, I will be joined by QPAD.Mini. Welcome back.
Thank you. And oh yeah, this series is so intense and so even. So
Yeah.
it is any team's tournament.
10 seconds.
But has
remaining.
there ever been actually 5 games for StarLadder?
5 seconds.
I don't
remaining.
think so.
I
I
don't
can't
think so
remember
either.
it.
I know
And-
once there was a very long night, but I think that was only because World of Tanks ran super late.
Yeah.
Dire team pick.
But I mean, an interesting fact for NTH is that both times they tried a kind of pushing pocket strat, they lost both of the games.
Yeah.
So, to be honest, I don't think Alternative wants to pick up a pocket strat now. I think we want to play a standard game and try to outplay the Fnatic, because their pocket strats is not working.
10
And
seconds remaining.
we see NTH leaving the puck for Fnatic.
5 seconds
They
remaining.
pick it up.
Yep. They have banned it out 2 games in a row,
Reserve time.
or at least made sure that Fnatic couldn't play it. With picking it up, of course, once themselves. But it was the Chen, the Nyx, the Bat, and the Wisp getting banned out. So we still have the Cuddle in the pool. No Tidehunter. Do you think they're gonna go for Cuddle PL?
They might. I wouldn't be surprised. It's the last game of the finals. They have played 4 games. Is it 4? 3? 3 games, I think.
Yeah, 3.
And they're getting tired. They might just look up picking up a Cuddle PL immediately.
Well, it is a PL, but it's also the Lone Druid, though, and that Bulldog still, of course, has. Well, the thing is, though, I mean, they lost their first game. That Lone Druid was actually played by Bulldog.
Yeah? So Fnatic, I don't think they're that scared of this Lone Druid. And
They don't
I
have a
would
bat this time, though.
I would not be surprised to see a Bane pickup right now from Fnatic. Because Bane is such a good counter against Lone Druid. They sleep to interrupt the bear, and Feeble to
10
make the bear
seconds
do
remaining.
no damage, and same thing with Fiend's Grip him.
5 seconds remaining.
So I would not...
Was it you
Yeah.
that said yesterday that you can Fiend Script or
Reserve time.
Nightmare the Bear so that he can't pull?
Exactly. Yeah. And I think that's what Fnatic is gonna look for.
Oh.
And I don't know what we're gonna pick up for offlane. I feel like it might be a Bane Furion right now, and have a Furion go offlane, and then have Bane go as a support. But I'm not sure. Fnatic might have something up their sleeves. You never know.
Yeah, $4,000 on the line. No pressure.
It's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
It's double the money.
Yeah. It's a lot of pressure. And Fnatic, I mean, they've played successful with the puck. They've played successful with Trixie's Nature's Prophet, I think, as well.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Fnatic knows how to handle this pressure. They have been on so many lands, so I don't even know if they feel the pressure anymore.
Well, they're gonna be going with the familiar site. Trixie's, Nature's Prophet, Hani's, Earthshaker, No Tails, puck.
Yeah,
Signature heroes all around.
we might. I don't think. No Tyrant is gonna pick up a Phantomizer. I feel like it's. I don't know if they're gonna pick up Magnus either, because they have played Magnus a lot of their games now, and I think they lost 2 of the games when playing Magnus, so their Magnus is not having that great of success.
Remaining.
Especially not against a puck who just blinks in, silence him, and is
seconds remaining.
pretty much useless if he doesn't have a BKB. So we might see them pick up the easier lineup and go for a PL right now.
Taking their time. There's so much reserve time already used at the start of the, like with It's still a next picking phase to go.
Yeah, and they are really taking their time with this pick. They are not sure what they want to go.
Okay, for the people in the chat, by the way, I will be showing the prize ceremony on my stream afterwards. It's gonna be the Russian stream re-streamed though, so it's basically doing the same thing. Just so you are aware.
Radiant
Whoever
team
wins,
ban.
we'll be seeing everybody again. I like to see that.
And no Tyrant to pick up the gyrocopter. And
Support
Yeah.
or not, though.
I don't think it's support. We have seen Laura play this hero as a carry a lot of times now. And I mean, Laura plays the gyrocopter a little bit different from the other teams. I mean, he picks up Ascension Yasha and then goes straight into a E-Blade, which is a very interesting gyro build. And I gotta say, I am a really big fan of the E-Blade, because that item, since they buffed that you can do it on teammates as well, I think it's a super good item.
Dire team
Yeah, I like
ban.
it because it can be used very defensive. Like if you're gonna be up against a carry that's gonna be, you know, ripping your team apart, and a Ethereal Blade will stop him from attacking, even though you might not kill him with it, which actually you might also. You will still be putting him out of play for a while. I like it. I like it a lot as well. I agree. I haven't seen
same
other
thing-
people doing it, by the way, yet.
Me neither. Never. But the same thing, if the enemy team, the carry goes for a BKB, and you see the carry focusing one of your teammates, you just evil your teammate, and he can't hit you or your teammate. So there's... The E-Blade is actually very, very useful. And yeah, we see no Tyrant banning out the Phanomancer because of the last game, and they ban out the Bane to not counter the Lone Druid.
Yeah.
Dire
Which
team
you
ban.
mentioned it already, and it's gonna be a Fnatic that ban out, well, and the Magnus, and the TA, and the Darkseer, so S4 getting kinda shut down there.
Yeah, they don't want S4 to get any of these heroes.
The Queen of Pain is still in though.
Yeah, the Queen of Pain is still there, but if they pick up a Queen of Pain, they lack a lot of CC. They don't really have any CC then. Like, they have the Gyrocopter missile, the root, it's like... The CC doesn't really exist there. They need some stunts, they need some slows, they need some really big disables.
10 seconds remaining.
So,
And yeah.
Brewmaster?
There could actually potentially be a Brewmaster. Brewmaster is
Radiant
actually
team
okay laning against the puck, because you just farm creeps, get a bottle one all over the place, and
pick. Dire team pick.
be okay in that lane. And then later on in the team fights, you're gonna be very useful cycloning the carrier or the puck or anybody.
And you're gonna be just transitioning more into utility hero and let the Lone Druid do the carrying and the Gyrocopter, of course.
Exactly, and we see a Leshrac pick up from the Fnatic, which is... They wanna push. I mean, they have the Fury and the Edict, which is a lot of push, and they could also... They don't
10 seconds
always need
remaining.
to push with Leshrac, you can also skill Lightning on him and anti-push.
5
But
seconds
Tyrant is not
remaining.
looking at having that much of a push lineup right now, so I think it's gonna be an Edict Leshrac.
First the Rubik though, first the
Radiant
support.
team
And of course telekinesis, disable is gonna be with that as well. You said they missed it, so they pick it up.
Yeah, and now this is a great pickup, because now they can steal Leshrac stun, they can steal Fissure, they can steal Silence, they can steal a lot of good spells from Fnatic,
Hey,
which is...
is for Fisher. Does the same goes for the Split Earth from Leshrac? Like, is Fisher with Rubik an instant cast without the animation?
10 seconds.
I'm pretty
10
sure it is.
seconds remaining.
Then
And
you can
that's-
steal better
5
stuns than your
seconds
opponent has.
remaining.
Yeah, I think all the spells Rubik steals is instant cast, I mean no animation.
That's pretty OP.
It's
good
very
pickup.
good. That's why RP is always like, you can blink in RP without having this whole swing that Magnus has.
Makes sense. Let's see what Fnatic picks up last. They're kind of missing their carry.
10 seconds remaining.
I think... I don't know what
5
carry
seconds
Fnatic's gonna go for.
remaining.
Wasn't Era playing as Sven yesterday?
Yeah,
Hello,
called it.
Sven. Boom!
Dire team pick.
Even
Bam.
after, what was it, 19 hours of casting? I'm still calling heroes. Oh yeah. No, it was a bit obvious. I guess they did it yesterday too.
And I am curious to see what carry what mid hero not Tyrant is gonna pick up. They might actually have the Gyro go mid, and have another carry, but I don't think so. I think it's gonna be a Loda carry
Seconds
and
remaining.
a solo mid. But I'm not sure about solo mid.
5 seconds.
It kind of
5
feels like a
seconds
panda,
remaining.
or they could actually go Beastmaster. Beastmaster would be a pretty good pickup here. just to shut down the Sven, because they need something to shut down the Sven. If the Sven goes for BKB now, and they have nothing to shut him down, they are in trouble.
10 seconds remaining.
Will probably be better than the Brewmaster as well.
5
Even though it has
seconds
less
remaining.
team fight.
Night Stalker.
Ooh, but that is interesting. Like, I actually checked the last 5 lineups that that No Tidehunter played, and in it was actually a Night Stalker. And I was thinking, okay, you know what? I have to remember these. Night Stalker, so I don't know which game it was. It was last week, but S4 played it. I think they won. But that was actually one of the things that I didn't check because I think no Night Stalker.
Yeah, but I don't know. We need to make a lot happen before that Sven has a BKB and some damage items. Because if you don't, they have nothing to stop him.
Apart from the entangle, you have to get lucky.
Apart from that angle, which is
Bulldog is
lucky.
quite lucky, quite to be fair.
10
He is.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, I guess you can say that. But I mean, maybe they can farm up a Super Basher on Night Stalker somehow and maybe take it to the late game. But I feel like No Tyrant want to finish this around 30-40 minutes mark. While Fnatic is pretty happy to take it to the late game. But yeah, I don't think there's going to be any shenanigans. I think it's going to be Lone Druid offlane. It's going to be played by Animal Bulldog. We got S4 playing Night Stalker mid, Aki playing his Coddle as support, EJM playing Rubik as support, and Loda playing his famous Gyrocopter.
Looking pretty solid for Fnatic. It's Hani on his Earthshaker. Who knew, right? No Chill on his Puck, Hero on Sven, Fly on Leshrac, and yeah, Trixie on his Nature's Prophet. I mean, we see so many familiar hero / name combinations in this game. It's just constantly switching compositions. Which one is the right one? Why does it seem like my game is zoomed in while it is not? Interesting. Oh well.
Yeah. I am very curious to see how NTH is going to play this Night Stalker, because I feel like
30 seconds.
it's a kind of a weird pickoff. I would rather see them have the Beastmaster and try to shut down the Sven. But now with the Night Stalker, I guess we're looking to apply a lot of pressure. But the thing is, Fnatic has a really good lineup against pressure. They have so many stuns, we have a Fury who can always TP in, we have silences, we have escapes, they have so much to stop this Night Stalker from doing anything. So we'll see how this Night Stalker is gonna work.
The
Well,
battle
the downside is like his first nighttime is pretty crucial in a game like this, because if you want to end it early, like later game he can turn into a tank, that's fine. But if you then say, okay, you need something to shut down his Sven, they don't have it, so he's picked up for early game. That nighttime is going to be extra crucial, right?
Yeah, the first nighttime I feel like NTH needs to do a lot. I mean, they still have the late game with a Gyro and a Syllaber, but a Sven, he can plow through everything so fast. And we see Hani doing a really good job, shutting down the bear, not being able to pull the creep wave, and Era getting the farm where he wants it.
And he still gets one range creep.
Yeah,
Yay.
but Admiral Bulldog wants more than one range creep.
Every little bit helps. But Era free farming, though, there's also a Gyrocopter free farming. Actually pushing already really hard with that flak cannon of his. Since there's nobody up against him, I guess he can. But he's kind of missing a couple of last hits because of it. Looks like
Yeah.
it anyway.
He just wanted to use the flag cannon there because his team was pulling. Like, they don't really want to push this lane too early. Or I guess they want to, because we see them doing a single pull without double stacking or anything, so they're creating a double wave to force the Fury to rotate to top. And I mean, that's the correct decision, because if you let the Fury farm too much in the jungle, he actually farm mediocre fast. Like, it's okay at farming. So now, we need to see a rotation by Trixie to go to the top lane and try to pull the creeps with his tree end, which he's gonna do.
Oh, there he goes. Take a break in his farming, and also using a lot of mana for that, of course, as well.
Yeah,
He's
and I
gonna
mean,
do what he can.
this tree ends might just die. No, he's doing a good job following him away.
But we're actually having the next creep wave. Flak cannon though still helping out, and no Tidehunter actually being pretty far, pretty ballsy near the enemy tower, and they are going to be able to lay down some
Radiant's
pressure.
top
Just a
tower
little
is
bit
under
though,
attack.
not as much.
Yeah. And wow, Aki doing an Illuminate on these trees, so we're gonna cut the next wave from No Tidehunter, and managing to kill these trees, and now they have the wave they want.
Radiant
And yeah,
structures are
Trixie had
fortified.
cooldown on his treants, he's getting pushed away by EGM, and NTH is just putting so much aggression towards this tower, and I think this tower is gonna go down.
Oh, looks like it. There's the fortification is already out of there. They're kind of having that tree on still to run an AWOL and gonna be, but there's gonna be a next creep wave with it again.
Yeah,
No, the
I
extra
feel like
push.
these treants cost more harm than good because
But
big,
Bulldog bottom lane, Fisher going down, Split Earth as well. Bulldog is gonna be the first blood. Gonna be going the way of Era, but Era taking a little damage from the tower. One more hit, boom! No, gets taken over by Hattie. But the pings go out. It is gonna be Bulldog that says, Era, low, 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 low,
Radiant's
low,
top
low, low,
tower
low.
has fallen.
I don't think that S4 can get there in time though. Pops the self, popped clarity. Tower
he's
still goes
not
down.
happy that Era didn't die there.
Nope. Honey being the sacrificial lamb for taking tower hits for him.
But he still has his beer up, so he is... I think it's gonna be pretty okay on this lane. I mean, the stun combo he's up against is so dangerous. He is such an easy target.
Radiant's top tower
But I mean,
is under attack.
it looks very even right now, but the thing is for Fnatic right now, it's that their Furion is getting so much experience now. Because of his push for just the tier 1 tower, which he delayed a pretty fair amount, he's gonna get to level 4, and he's gonna realize, oh, the enemy team is pulling now, so I'm gonna go back to the jungle as soon as possible.
Yep. And that's gonna be the bear being sent again. And Lord in the meantime, did he actually get the last hit for the tower? No, tower got money gets split. Is that intentional? Because I've seen that happening in the previous games as well, I think. Get
I
everybody
mean,
a bit of gold?
It depends. If your carry is going for Midas, you wanna last it with your carry and get the Midas as fast as possible. But now, I think we're looking at, let's get boots on our supporters, help the mid hero a little bit, like, let's help everybody instead. So I think it's a wise pickup right now because it's not going for a Midas.
Hotel in the meantime having a very good time in the mid lane. 23 for 6 for him. I mean, S4, I guess he's not really there to get last hits, even though he's 16 for 3. He's more there for levels, but No-Tail really pulling very far ahead and actually being on par together with the Sven on last hits. Followed closely by the Gyro, but still slightly ahead.
Yeah, No-Tail doing a really good job, as he has done all of the games he played Puck. So, yeah, but S4 is soon having level 6, and he's pretty close to what No-Tail is having, so it's not a disaster for S4.
What do you think about his build? Because he skipped points, like he's still got some unspent point. Right? Because he has got the magic one, so that's where the 3 stats come from. Ooh,
Yeah.
Dream Coil, run S4. Gonna be getting a Fisher, an Orb, Sprout, and Death. Maybe not. Stick charges. He still has bottle charges as well, and he's gonna be able to stay alive in the meantime. Oh, Illuminate No-Tail! Dodges! Dodges with the phase shift, the power hit, this tower hit, that is. Oh, they're so close.
That's such a good survival from S4, but also in that survival there was a slight mistake. If he would have just turned and void the puck there, the puck would have been dead and it would have been a counter kill. So a good survival, but still a slight kill mistake from S4.
Radiant's top tower.
But it's... Fnatic rolled, I think it was 3 or 4 heroes, I don't know if Leshek was there, but there were at least 3 heroes were trying to kill
Yeah, Nashor was.
trying to kill Night Stalker, failing that, which is not what we wanted. They wanted to use the faculty, get a kill, get further ahead with No-Tail, and they fail it. So, and now it's nighttime, so it looks very strong for S4.
And he actually picked up now 2 in Hunter tonight and 1 in the Silence, so he's gonna try to go for someone, somewhere. Just need to decide where after he picks up the creep wave, which is coming in, because you can't give up on free creeps ever as a Night Stalker, unless you know that you're gonna get a kill for sure.
Yeah, and he just wants to get to... I don't think he's gonna move that much this nighttime. I mean, he wants to get a lot of levels with nighttime. I think he might just lane versus the Puck, because Puck is gonna be very scared now when it's nighttime. So he might just lane up to level 8 or maybe level 7 and then try to do a rotation or something. Because doing a rotation against Fnatic right now is very hard, because we have so strong stuns, such strong disables versus him. So it's gonna be hard for him to get any kills. So he might just farm a lot in his nighttime.
I just got told that I am not listed on Team Liquid, while I did set myself there. So I'm quite surprised that's not happening. There we go, that's better. Now I'm set there. Sorry, slightly distracted. But yeah, in the meantime the bear died, got resummoned though. Bulldog is level 3.
Yeah.
We can compare him a bit to Trixie. He's level 5, and he's got himself a Hand of Midas probably soon.
And I love the positioning Bulldog was having while he had his beer pool in the quick wave. He was standing far to the left, so if ever was a solo smoked Earthshaker or something, he would know that and see him, and there would be no follow-up for Fnatic side. So Admiral Bulldog being on top of his game, even after playing 3 games.
Even after it. Well, because the time zone is actually 1 hour later, so here it's 11:30, there it's 12:30.
Yeah, both teams must be very tired, but they're still playing really high level Dota.
A game here. Well, they kind of have to, I guess. I mean, it is the finals after all.
Yeah.
But they had to wait a long time for it as well, though. Like that probably kills you most of all, the waiting. It's actually quite tiring normally.
Yeah, waiting like a whole day and then playing the finals in the evening can be hard.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And we have no-tail taking a void. S4. I mean, you can't really go top to gank. You can't really go bottom to gank. You can't really go middle to gank. But he is gonna go top to do something apparently. Maybe trying to force something up, but there's nobody around there, so this is wasted time from S4.
Yeah, I mean, this Night Stalker pick in this first nighttime, he's not gonna do a lot. Like, he's not gonna get any kills. I mean, he's gonna try to get as much farm as possible and just counter gank. If he sees Fnatic diving somewhere, he's gonna be there with a TP. But if not, he's just gonna farm, because it's impossible to kill Fnatic right now. Fnatic is playing so tight with everybody, and just. But the thing is, by Fnatic playing this tight,
oh, Dreamcold, they want to go for S4 instead now. And that's gonna be Orb flying through. He's still alive for now. Puck coming in, lands a waning rift, but S4 not dying just yet. Might be trying to turn around for this as well. As no-tail telekinesis gonna be going down first, and that's gonna be a double kill for Loda already. Fisher still going down. It's gonna be Hanny that's gonna be on the run for this one. But let's see how fast he's gonna run. There's no mana leak though, as Night Stalker teleports.
Radiant's middle tower.
That was the fastest teleport ever. Look at that lane. Look at that HP. We missed a kill, but Sven goes down and he saved his teammate Bulldog, living to tell the tale. Did you see that?
I did not see what happened bottom, but what I saw was EGM managing to steal the Furion TP into the mid lane and secure 2 kills. Such strong. It might have just been a coincidence, but EGM getting that TP in mid managed NTH to get 2 kills, and they also managed to pick up the stand at bottom lane. So strong plays from NTH all over. And what I was gonna say before everything happened was that the supporters of Fnatic looks very sad because they're only level 4, while EGM is sitting on level 6, which is so needed on the Rubik, and we have Coddle sitting on level 5. So the supporters for NTH is looking much better than the one on Fnatic. But the thing is, Admiral Bulldog, who's on his signature hero Lone Druid, is not getting the game he wants, and that could be huge for Fnatic because NTH loves to play the dual carry, have a strong Lone Druid and have a strong Sven. And right now we're only having a strong, Gyrocopter. Whoa.
I think Lone Druid will be able to pick up though. I mean, knowing Admiral Bulldog, he probably will be able to. He's not doing it. Normally he does it faster, granted. But I mean, he's still got some time. His net worth is kind of sad, but it's still higher than the supports of everybody.
Yeah, he's doing a okay job, and we see him always. He's pulling the creep wave now and trying to get as much as possible. And the support is not there to stop the bear from doing that. So Ares is gonna have to tank the creeps under the tower, which he doesn't really care about. But Bulldog is gonna get the farm he wants. And we see him controlling the lane beautifully. He tanks with the bear until the creep wave is facing Fnatic's creep wave, and now he can farm safely under the tower.
And Era actually not wanting to come all too close. There is a Hanny hanging around here as well though. Looks like we might see them trying for it as Night Stalker picks up a kill. Might be able to go down himself as well though. Nick's probably will be bouncing through and indeed picks him up. EGM in some trouble. Gonna try to TP out. Will be able to do so. Cooldown coming down. There's a goodbye from Loda. Losing the Night Stalker, killing off the Leshrac. Not really a worthy trade.
I mean, S4 wanted to do something. He was bored of farming. He wanted to get a kill. He gets a kill. The TP support comes in for Fnatic and he dies for it, which is it's not the best trade for NTH, but still he wastes a lot of TP goal and time for Fnatic that we could have done something else. So it's not a horrible thing that he went for that kill, because while this happens, Lone Druid is farming, Gyrocopter is farming, so it's still okay. He's just, S4 this game is not about carrying or doing a lot in this game. He's much more of, I'm gonna waste as much time as possible for Fnatic and let my carries farm.
Yeah, Loda's gonna be going for BKB first item. I guess that's needed with the gyro, or with the Sven there and the fissures and the split earths and everything that can shut them down.
Yeah, Loda really needs the BKB this game. It's so much disables coming out from Fnatic's side. So, but when he gets that BKB, the damage is only gonna come out from the Sven. So, but yeah, Sven looks as he's gonna get his BKB soon as well. So.
Yeah, I'm just gonna see the bear going down here, by the way. Poor bear. Creep Wave still doing it exactly what Bulldog wanted it to do, though. So
Yeah.
Not too much of a loss. He's hanging around, touching one Creep Wave, and then coming back towards the bear to tank cut up and just have a normal Creep Wave face and normal Creep Wave. Always nice to have. No-Tail picked up a blink.
I think Fnatic might want to do something happen, make something happen right now. Because the blink is pretty huge, and yeah, he's TPing bottom. They want to take this tower for sure. And yeah, I think we might be wrong about Loda's BKB because he has gone Saint Yasha so many times. So
yeah, you're right.
But
I still think he needs the BKB. So if he goes for Saint Yasha, that might be a mistake. So we'll see what he aims for.
Yeah, No-Tail sitting smoke behind Era, Honey as well. They do have a Stormhammer up on the Rubik those around here, but there's gonna be a lot of more damage going through before that Stormhammer can hit Lone Druid. Goes down, Telekinesis is still there. There goes the Stormhammer in return, and that's gonna be Era getting bursted down real fast. Honey on the run out, S4 chasing him down. He's got himself a crippling finger if he wants to. Got himself another Void as well if he wants to. Just needs one hit. Come on, dude. Okay, Rubik comes in for the last hit, that's also fine. Nice pickup for no Tidehunter. We're losing the Lone Druid for it. Is that worth it? Actually, might be worth it. Killing off Era.
It is much worth it, because even if we didn't get to kill on Earthshaker, that would have been a worth trade for NTH, because Era is exactly what we need to shut down right now. And Admiral Bulldog, it doesn't really matter about him. I mean, he's a really strong carry, but right now, if Loda survives and he gets a lot of farm, it's okay to lose one hero just for Era. Because he is what we need to shut down. But I mean, we see EGM just stealing the right spells when he needs to. Like, NTH very lacking a little bit of the table. What spell does EGM steals? He steals Stormhammer, and it helped them stun the Sven while the column was on him, and they just picked him off.
Yeah, that was a brilliant steal. He still has it, of course. I mean, it's level 4. It might be a bit expensive, but it's really great to have. In the meantime, Lone Druid is going to be found out in the jungle by No-Tail. He's got a Dream Call again in 4 seconds. Let's see if they want to take him down. We also have got Leshrek hanging around there, so it's probably going to be an attempt to have a kill. Nature's Prophet around there. There comes the bear again. Just got resummoned, and if he dies now, that's trouble. Dream Coil, here comes Leshrek. Nature's Prophet TPing in. Bulldog gonna go down here. No help, at least not in time, and that is gonna be him going down. But more importantly, his bear does not have a resummon for another 2 minutes. They're gonna be able to find Era at least. Oh, that would be a good pickup still. Fisher going down. The Stormhammer once again also hits upon Hanny. Actually, Blinding Light helping out. Stormhammer gets returned. Illuminate flying through. They will at least get Hanny, but Era, he can't even move forward. That's the Fisher stopping him from doing so. Hello, Fisher from Rubik. And nice 2 pickups, even though the bear is down. I guess that would again be worth it, even with the bear down.
Yeah, it is. And this is such strong play from EGMS fight. The thing I am really mad about is that in that fight, he lifts the Fury while he's tipping away. Fury gets lifted being in his base, so he gets cooldown on his lift, but still, he managed to stun the Sven, steal the Fisher, block the Sven, and then kill the Earthshaker as well. So they get Rubik, EGM making the difference in that fight, managing them to grip that 2 kills.
Yep.
And very, very close to 3 kills. Just, I would consider that a bug, being lifted in the base.
Yeah. It should have either not have casted or casted before he TP.
Exactly.
But it's one of those, well, glitchy thingies that sometimes happens, I guess.
Yeah. Which is unfortunate, but it's a really good fight for NTH, and yeah, Fnatic doing a good job stopping the Admiral Bulldog's Lone Druid, which a lot of teams likes to do, because Admiral Bulldog, if he gets farmed at Lone Druid, he's so dangerous. But because of them stopping the Lone Druid that much, S4 is actually very dangerous, despite being not able to gank that much.
Well,
And
he's been in 7 out of the 8 kills already.
yeah,
Only died once. He's got himself an armlet. It's daytime, granted, so he's gonna be harmless for a while. But yeah, I agree with you. I was about to say that.
he has been very useful this game. It's a lot about just counter to kill these games. I mean, Fnatic dives to kill the Laundry and he comes in and cleans up. And yeah, Loda is farming, S4 is farming, Admiral Bulldog is getting a little bit as well. So they have potentially 3 very strong heroes and mid lane.
Yeah, Aaron's getting shut down in his BKB as Puck gets traded by a Rubik Illuminate. Actually picks up the Leshrac still. Edie still doing a bit of damage to S4. Ooh, wow, armor toggling. Okay, thank you. 2 for 1. Kind of missed that because I was checking the bottom lane, but good trade again.
Yeah.
Nothing else to say. Like, okay, they're trading, so they're losing heroes, but it's like the whole score is 2-1 right now, with 5 heroes down for the side of No Tidehunter and 10 getting killed off by No Tidehunter themselves.
Yeah, they pick up the Puck and the Leshrac, which is two... I mean, picking up the Puck right now is very important because he's the one who needs to make some plays happen in Fnatic's team, because he has the blink, he needs to make things happen, and they only managed to get the EGM, who has some mana boots. He's a very happy sport. He has mana boots, he has an urn, and he's gonna be very useful, stealing spells from Fnatic, maybe getting some stuns, and changing the team fights.
In the meantime,
And yeah,
we do have to deal with the Trixie Storm Shadowblade though. Just picked up.
yeah, that is a very good pickup for Fnatic, and now they need to invest a lot in Dust and Sentries to get him killed. But yeah, Loda is actually picking up the BKB. We don't see his trademark Senshin Yasha, E-Blade, which would have actually been really bad because E-Blade versus this team would have not been wise. But he has a BKB, he will not take damage from all the spells Fnatic has.
Maybe he'll still pick up a Sanjin Yasha. Who knows?
I think it's too late for that actually. If he goes for Senshin Yasha now, it's gonna nerf his damage and his carry potential a lot. I mean, if you want to go for the Senshin Yasha, you want to build it early. Drum Senshin Yasha and get super fast and be very strong mid game. But now, I think he's aiming for a more late game carry. So he's gonna pick up... I don't actually know. Maybe an MKB, maybe go straight for Satanic. He needs to tank up at least versus this Sven.
We're gonna have a Dominator, MKB, perhaps, or Dominator and then a Demon's Edge, and then see if you're gonna be building a Rapier or not. S4 being invisible, looking for a kill up on Era. It's gonna be having some help with EGM hanging around there. Let's see, they're gonna go for Fly instead. There he goes. Silence instantly up. Nice one. Splitter still hits, but making sure that Era couldn't help out his teammate by just a quick crippling fear there. Nicely done by S4. Perfectly executed.
Yeah, and I love how EGM saves his spells still and we see No Tail.
Yeah, No-Tail goes down as well. Nice one, and S4, like you said, being the menace that Night Stalkers can be. And it's nighttime. It's artificial nighttime.
Has fallen.
Being
Yeah.
the darkness being popped. But they are looking to go for this, and that's actually Era having a stun on cooldown right now, used it to farm. Knows that he's in danger though, he backs off. Doesn't want to be going too far out of his comfort zone there. And Bulldog actually going to be continuing to farm in the Radiant jungle? No. Roshan.
And we see the 20-minute mark gem coming up for EGM. And I mean, this Night Stalker has done so much. I didn't think he was going to be able to do this much in this game, but he has been surprising me and getting kills here and there, despite Fnatic playing it very tight. And I mean, I love the fight where we kill the Sven. EGM tried to just wait. If Sven was going to go and stun, he was going to steal a stun and counter stun. So he was waiting patiently and not stealing the Leshrac spells, because the Leshrac is only level 7 and he was going to get a split. I mean, he was going to get a Diabolic Edict, which he doesn't want to. And
Top lane, Trixie gonna go down. Nice Stalker
Yeah.
in the works. Well, I say Nice Stalker in the works, but EGM definitely helped out a lot as well.
yeah, we
These
see
two
when
trades.
NTH went for the Roshan, EGM TP'd the tier 3 tower top, went behind, and just lifted up the Nature's Prophet when he was going to TP. 2 TPs in from NTH side, which was a little bit unnecessary, but Jerry was going to farm it anyway, so they TP up, get a nice kill, a nice pickup, and he steals Treants, which is actually a pretty huge steal. Like, he can use the Treants, they might even go for a tower push with these Treants. Let him tank, steal something else in a team fight, and have some additional damage and tanks in a fight.
And S4 is gonna be able to pick up all the wards there. As he already did. Do you think it's gonna go for a radar build? Aghanim's?
And no, I'm pretty sure he's gonna go for a BKB as well. When he has a BKB and Jair has the BKB, it's gonna be so hard for Fnatic because they have so much spell damage. And that's pretty much everything they have right now. The Sven is not gonna be able to beat down both the Night Stalker and the Gyrocopter.
Look at that steal!
Oh my
Ancient
god.
stack galore! Loda finding himself in a gold heaven, and there's nothing that Fnatic can do right now. They do have the BKB upon a Sven, but... Oh, that's... The stun lands on S4 just so that he can chase Fnatic. They're scared to go in.
This is the worst thing that could have ever happened to Fnatic. NTH stealing that big stack of like up 2,000 goals or something?
Yeah, something
It
like
was a really, really big stack, and this could be game. I mean, them stealing this stack could be the game changing for NTH.
that. Oh, Loda picks up an Eagle song. Still ethereal?
Yeah, it's gonna be a Infernal Blade. I mean, whenever the Sven's BKB is over, he wants to Infernal Blade him. But I mean, it could be a Butterfly as well. I mean, I don't really like the Infernal Blade this game because they have so much spell damage in Fnatic, and a Butterfly might just be better to not take damage from the Sven. So I really hope to see a pickup, a Butterfly from Loda.
What about the fact that you can save teammates? Shouldn't Loda care about that?
In this game, no.
Okay.
I mean, it's good to save the teammates, but he needs to deal the damage. He needs to kill all of Fnatic, pretty much by himself right now. I mean, S4 is gonna help him for sure, but Loda wants a lot of damage, and he wants to survive Era. And if he has Infernal Blade, if Era is BKB'd and just kills Loda, like if he has a Butterfly, that might be so much better than an Infernal Blade right now.
You were right about S4, by the way. He picks up a BKB. It's complete.
Yeah. And if he goes for the Butterfly, he might... NTH has the potential to go super late game. I mean, they will have a strong Night Stalker late game, they have a strong Silver late game, they will have a strong Gyrocopter late game. While Fnatic only has a strong Fury and Sven.
Yeah, Sven who just uses uses BKB to TP out safely from bashing S4. Who actually was doing quite a lot of damage, and he has got a haste rune. Look at him fly. It looks unlogical though. I think his wings are too small. I don't like the new wings.
I don't remember what's changed with him though.
Now, remember the period where he wasn't having wings at all at nighttime?
Before
that, he had cool wings. They are like more small. They're more like... Now they're more like Dracula wings, and before that they were more like bat wings. I don't know. It was different.
I see. And Coddle bring in the Night Stalker to mid.
We're gonna defend our tier 1. We have got a gathering there for Fnatic. They are sitting there all, like actually all 5, with Trixie actually going to the side of the forest right now. But they walk right past the dire ward, so if this is gonna be no time to go in, they know exactly what they're running into. And that is indeed gonna be the case. BKB gets turned on, Splitter misses Hani, gonna get picked up before the fight even starts. Here comes the rest though. S4, what you doing? He's got an Aegis, he is on suicide mission, but look at the damage that he does. All that for an Aegis. Picks up a Shrek. Trixie trying to do what he can to the bear. S4 is back, doesn't have a BKB though. That's gonna be tough, especially since he's on the wrong side of the Fisher. Gonna get a silence up on Notio, gonna take a lot of harassment, gonna try to run out, but there is gonna be a Sprout, and that's gonna be Armlet toggling for his life. And runs himself away. Illuminate will mark his exit. And that is going to be 2 kills and a lot of low heroes actually on the side of Fnatic. All being forced back, Handy now coming back, but the bear is already bashing on the tower with Bulldog hanging around there, the Armlet being ready, and the tier 3 tower goes down. It looks like they want to end it. And they are trying to. Leshrac Stun trying to slow down the push, but the push is going to come anyway. That bear with the demolish is just racking on buildings. Range Rex gonna be next, probably. Loda now back picking up his popping his BKB. It is a Butterfly. You're right. He's listening to you.
Yeah, he's listening to me. This S4 is just that DD rune and his BKB was just so brutal for Fnatic. He goes in, picks up 2 heroes before the fight starts. He beats down like Sven to 500 HP, and they even buy back 1 hero from the Fnatic side, but they can't take the fight. Because Gyro is just flat cannoning the towers, it hits all of the heroes, and he actually managed to pick up the Sven with that flat cannon. And Sven dying, there's no way Fnatic's gonna defend that Rax, and they lose the Rax.
I was really not expecting it, to be fair. I mean, we saw everybody of Fnatic there with the ward. They saw it there. And they realized, hey, you know what? I've got a double damage rune. I've got an Aegis. I've got a BKB. I'm just gonna go. And he went and he just picked up Hani like 3 hits and he was dead. And then Leshrac, indeed. I mean, it looked a bit surreal, kinda. But he did anyway.
He is just so strong in the Night Stalker right now.
Yep, and he is gonna be following the smoked up people. 5 heroes top for Fnatic. But they're gonna be surrounded by enemy heroes soon. We're gonna have already S4 running right into there. Pops a BKB, goes for Hani again. Wait, why not? Hani is gonna get picked up. The Sprout's gonna be too late. Here comes the rest of No Title. A nice goal down. And that's gonna be the Sven already picked up as well, with Leshrac going down, Puck going down, and the only one left alive is Trixie. But the reason that he is alive is that he's TP'd out and left his team to die.
Yeah, and there is the problem for Fnatic right now is that there is nothing to stop this Night Stalker. He goes in with a BKB, he arms it, and he hits people down, and Fnatic just die. Like, he managed to pick up one guy before the team fight starts, and then it's just so easy for NTH to just clean everything up. They have a super strong gyro, and we see EDM dying bottom.
Oh, that's a nice pickup. He's got himself a Hex, but I don't think the rest of No Tidehunter's team really care about that, because they have the bear and they're going to be getting at least the range racks. Boom, range racks down.
Radiant's middle barracks has
every little bit counts.
And
You still have the tier 2 tower standing on the other 2 lanes though, so they can't really barrel down those lanes just yet.
I mean, this game, Era is not as farmed as you want him to be. He's having a huge trouble with his Night Stalker just running in on him and hitting him. Like, I thought that Sven was just gonna be able to kill the S4 so quickly but S4 is so fat. He has a BKB, he has armed, he just doesn't care.
Look at the level difference though. He's level 17 Night Stalker up against level 13 Sven.
Yeah.
Massive.
Trixie is doing an amazing job here, keeping up with the farm, keeping up with the experience of No Tidehunter, and I think he gotta build carry and have a lot of burden on Fnatic if we're gonna win this game. He gotta do some huge pickoffs, some huge plays, and just have some support from his team with all of the stuns.
Look at the levels of the supports of Fnatic. Both Hani and Fly are level 8.
Yeah.
Then we got a level 17 Night Stalker bashing on you. No wonder they die in 3 to 4 hits.
This is a disaster for Fnatic. They need some experience. I mean, this low level spells, like level 1 ultimate from Hani, not even having ultimate on Fly, not even having lightning, like we're just lacking so many spells, but so much damage just from not having the levels. And we can see that on the experience graph. It's looking pretty grim. It's 20,000 going to the favor of NTH.
Yeah, and I thought the gold grab was already looking pretty bad. I mean, it was even for a very long time. But then No Tidehunter just started pulling up ahead, and they haven't stopped since. 14k gold in favor of No Tidehunter. And Darkness has popped. They're gonna try to go for Trixie, the one that's been keeping Fnatic mostly in the game. Gonna try to keep himself out. Will be able to do so. And that is at least gonna be good for Fnatic to still have him alive, because with Trixie dead, No Tidehunter would have just gone for those tier 2s and would have not been stopped. Maybe they're still gonna do that. Definitely possible. But at least there's gonna be something in return now for Fnatic.
Trixie doing a great job surviving that gang for 3 heroes, and I mean, he's wasting NTH's time as much as possible, and I don't think NTH is gonna push anything before we have a next Roshan is up. And Roshan is spawning, and we see pretty much all of NTH heroes is around it, and we're gonna go for it.
And Fnatic, they're gonna be trying to take something in return. I'm kinda curious though, because they rotate top. Top is a place where there's no longer tier 2 tower standing, so that means that they probably want to try to do something to the tier 3s. But by the time they get there, No Tidehunter will have already killed out the Roshan, and their excursion kind of failed, so
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
that's kind of sad. And S4 of course picks up the Aegis once again, can now go bulldozing towards the enemy barracks again. Through the enemy barracks, through the enemy base. Goes top lane, leaving his team far behind.
Yeah, and I mean, Fnatic didn't really get anything out of that. Like, they pretty much just let NTH have a Roshan, because if they were to take a fight in that Rosh pit, they would lose the game right there. They know that if they take the fight there, they lose the game. So they're wisely just waiting, like, let them have the Aegis, let's try to do something inside of our base instead.
Check the bear.
I know.
It's just stuck sticky on no tail. This must be the most annoying thing ever. You're never gonna be somewhere unaware. It's like having a permanent track. But now
And
you
yeah,
get gold, but yeah.
we saw Admiral Bull like having some struggle in the early game, and now he sits with an armlet, he sits with a basher, and that's pretty much all he needs. He went for these items which I really like is the basher, because if he gets an entangle on the Sven, the fight might just be over, because Sven he needs to hit like all the time in a fight if we're gonna win a fight.
What do you think about Era still picking up Master Madness? Actually, wait a second with that. Sven is gonna be getting telekinesis and is actually can't do anything.
Is under attack.
Yeah.
He can't pop his Mask of Madness because he'll just die faster.
Dire's
That was my
middle
point.
tower
Because
has
why
fallen.
pick up a Mask of Madness when you're at the losing side right now?
Well, he's hoping for a miracle and just being able to hit with his Mask of Madness in a team fight and just kill people. That's the only chance you have, basically. And Fnatic managed to get the tier 1 tower mid at 33 minutes. That took a long time. And Trixie's going all in. He doesn't have a buyback. He went for a full Desolator.
He is here with his team though. No split pushing for him. Oh, go for loadout, turning him into a piglet. Is there enough damage is the question. Actually, might be Fisher trying to help out, Dream Coil helping out as well, but the risk of being attacked by S4 is just too big for now. They do force them out of their base though.
Yeah, that Desolator making huge damage on the Gyrocopter forces NTH back. NTH does not want to do a mistake right now. They are ahead, they know they have the late game. They went for a push, which they maybe could have done, but Laura took a little bit too much damage and they're forced to go back. Really good job defense by Fnatic right now, and Trixie is just trying so hard to get as fat as possible. Because he is what Fnatic is relying on right now. This game is not about Sven anymore. Sven is not gonna get much fatter than he is right now. It's all about Furion right now.
Well, he's only died once this game, which is pretty impressive. I guess not as impressive as both Aki and Loda though, because I haven't died at all yet. The entire game. But then again, there's only 6 kills upon Fnatic, so it's not that big of a surprise. But he is holding on. Can a solo Nature's Prophet make that big of a difference?
I wanna say yes, but I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, it's too much from the NTH side. They have a Gyro who's a strong carry. They have a Lone Druid who's very strong. They have a Night Stalker who's very strong. I don't think Furion can kill these heroes that quickly.
We're gonna see Baron taking some damage, but the tower goes down faster. Fisher disappears, and it's gonna be Rex. It's gonna be next. No Titan doesn't seem to be caring much about the heroes hanging around. Oh, now S4 threatens them, but the barracks is what they get. And once Bear goes down, doesn't matter, can be resummoned. There we go. And they back out with another set of Rex, richer.
I mean, Fnatic is wisely not taking this fight because they would lose if they took this fight. But the thing is,
they're gonna go fake back Hani, one more hit. Oh, S4, come on S4, you can do it. Boom, no. What the hell? There he goes. That took a long time, and Tangle up on Trixie, he finally goes down. For the second time in the game, Fisher stopping Fly from getting killed off. I don't think that no Titan is all too sad though. They do force him back and they do get the Sven, the most important one after Trixie. So the 2 most important heroes are down. Buyback actually happened from Hani, and the GG well played
and
goes
GG.
out. It is gonna be no Tidehunter, as you called.
Yeah,
I mean, did you not call no Tidehunter winning the entire thing yesterday?
I did. I actually said that I thought no Titan was going to win it, and they struggled.
They struggled.
Last but not least, they managed to win the game. Managed to win the finals.
Managed
And
to
I got
win the $8,000 that is now gonna be written to the name, and of course the title, pretty big. StarLadder
It is.
Season 5.
And they're fairly new with their new roster as well with EGM, but since we picked up EGM, they have been having such great results. And yeah, I gotta say, Fnatic really tried this game, and in the end, it didn't work out. NTH just played super great, and S4 somehow managed to have such a great game. And then just having a strong gyro, a strong Night Stalker, a strong Lone Druid, and then just go for it and win it.
And that is exactly what they did. With all the items that normal gyrocopters would do, not the ones that normally Loda would do, interestingly enough. But you called them right.
Yeah. I mean,
right.
he did a wise choice. Like, his build is great against a lot of lineups, like such as lineups when they have a Nyx, whenever they have heroes like that, but this lineup was just so spell-based, so he needed the BKB, and S4 also picked up the BKB, and after they had these BKBs, Fnatic was out of the game. There was nothing they could do. They tried, but they couldn't do anything about it. They had nothing to shut down these BKBs.
True. And it was actually the 5th game. Actually, they are the 4th game, but the 5th game on the series. Used up every chance they had.
Yeah.
But I have to say, it was probably one of the better series. One of the more even series that we have had in StarLadder regardless.
Was a very, very even series. I mean, and it was so high level Dota through all games. There was not a lot of sloppy plays by any team or by any player in this series. Everybody played top notch, and it was just great Dota all over the place.
Wow. Well, thank you for co-casting, by the way. I'm kind of tired, so I can't really say that much more. But do you have any shoutouts and plugins and all that kind of jazz?
Yeah, I have. Be sure to follow me on Twitter. I think it's Dota.
It is.
And I am gonna try to stream as much as possible when I move up to the GD studio. I'm gonna move on Tuesday, so there might be a lot of streaming this April, I'm not sure. And my stream is Dota, Twitch TV/Dota. And of course I wanna make a big shout out to QPAD and to all of our fans, and of course to my wonderful girlfriend Winchip.
Okay, well, I want to do a shout out to you for co-casting with me.
And yeah, of course, a
Enjoyed
shout out to you because letting you have me.
Oh,
That's what it's
I
called.
enjoy it, so I'm hoping that you come back, even though I don't have any cast planned at the moment. And
Yeah,
have to see
I'll
about
see
that.
if I have time for it because we're
Yeah.
soon getting back to practice, and hopefully I will be able to cast as much
I
as
will
possible.
spam you as again. You know, you'll be able to say no like a zillion of time, but that one light bulb when you do say yes, it's gonna be all worth it. Yep.
Yeah. And yeah, some great Dota, and yeah, thank you for having me, and I'll be signing off.
Okay, thank you for being here.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. I will be signing off as well, but I will be showing the prize ceremony on this stream as well. If you want to check it out, you can. And I will be sleeping because I've indeed casted for 20 hours. It's not good for your health, even though my voice seems to be okay with it apparently. And if you want to support me, you can do so on my website, SheeverGaming.com. Check out the games of today, tomorrow, and all the VODs of all the games that have been played. Even though the VODs of today, I'm actually going to not make them tonight anymore. I'm going to be making them tomorrow. I need to sleep first, so normally I make it straight after the cast, but not today. And especially not with all these stupid drops going on, because it means that I just have to make like different kind of VODs and stitch them together and be all annoying and stuff. So VODs tomorrow. And of course, follow me on twitter.com/SheeverGaming. Very much appreciate it. As I'm trying to... Oh, I almost have 5,000 followers on Twitter. So do that. And watch some commercials and watch the prize ceremony coming up for Dota 2. Because that's going to be up next. Stick around. And thank you for watching. If you don't.